The wind howls low like a ghost in the pines. Moon bleeds red through the cracked church blinds. They buried him deep with a nail in his chest. Said prayers too late for the man they oppressed. Dust don't settle when the wicked still breathe. He rose from the coals with the mark of a thief. Fire in his eyes, brimstone on his breath. He came back walking the long road of death. He came back from hell for revenge, riding that storm on a black-bone ranch. No light in his soul, just the hunger to kill, with blood on the saddle and time to fulfill. Chains couldn't hold him, nor the devil's decree. He came back from hell, and he's coming for thee. His boots made of ash, spurs whisper in rust. Each step a promise, each breath a gust. The preacher won't speak, the sheriff won't stand, 'cause they knew the sins carved deep in their hands. A woman once wept at the gallows in vain. Now her shadow walks beside him in pain. Together they hunt through the silence and smoke, for justice not granted, for vows that were broke. He came back from hell for revenge, with thunder behind and no chance to defend. His hat hides the fire, his coat holds the night. He ain't bringing mercy, just the weight of what's right. No law can stop him, no God will forgive. He came back from hell so the dead man could live. Candles flicker when he rides near. The dogs won't bark, but they cower in fear. The air turns cold, the sky goes blind, and every soul guilty feels death behind. He came back from hell for revenge, not for redemption, but to settle the end. Ashes and whispers
Out past the valley where the sun don't rise, through the coyotes scream and the buzzards cries. They whisper of a man carved out of moans, riding through dusk on a trail of bones. Boot prints shallow, but his legend runs deep. He don't talk much, but he don't sleep. Buried alive by a preacher's lie, now he walks the land where the wicked die. He's the one who walks on bones, rattling chains and broken stones. No grave could hold, no sin atones. When justice rides, it rides alone. He's the storm that silence homes. Yeah, he's the one who walks on bones. Barbed wire soul and a heart gone black. The devil gave him fire, but he never looked back. Towns go quiet when they feel him near, 'cause the guilty know what they ought to fear. He don't draw first, he don't have to at all. The reaper just watches when the cursed men fall. His shadow's long and full of scars. He counts his steps by the weight of stars. He's the one who walks on bones, with hollow eyes and haunted tones. No name left, just dust and groans. A hymn for the damned in gravel tones. Steel in hand, truth overthrown. Yeah, he's the one who walks on bones. Churchyard, an outlaw town, the winds still whisper when the sun goes down. He's the one who walks on bones, a legend carved in aching moans, where justice sleeps and mercy's flown. He rides the night like a sharpened stone, a ghost with fire in his bones. Yeah, he's the one who walks on bones.
They tried to break him, set his soul ablaze, cast him down in the dark, lost in a haze. They thought the flames would turn him to ash, but something twisted in the heat, in the crash. Burned through the night with the devil's grin. The smoke rose up from where he'd been. He didn't fade, didn't fall to the wire. No, he didn't burn, he became the fire. He didn't burn, he became the fire, raging through the woods like a funeral pyre. Heating his blood, fury in his eyes, a man reborn under crimson skies. They tried to bury him, but they can't retire. He didn't burn, no, he became the fire. In the ashes of his past he found his name. Every flame a lesson, every scar a claim. The world thought he'd break, thought he'd crawl, but he rose up a shadow in the fall. Now the wind speaks of his blackened soul, whistling through the trees, out of control. Where fear once stood, now only desire. 'Cause he didn't burn, he became the fire. He didn't burn, he became the fire. Dancing on the wind like a funeral pyre. A soul unbroken, a heart turned to steel. In the blaze he found what's real. No chains can hold, no soul can tire. He didn't burn, no, he became the fire. There's no grave deep enough, no river cold, to quench the heat of a heart turned bold. So when the night calls and the flames are near, you'll know his name when you feel the fear. He didn't burn, he became the fire, raging wild in a storm of desire. From the ashes he'll never retire. He didn't burn, he became the fire. So when the night falls and the winds conspire, remember he didn't burn, no, he became the fire.
The sky cracked open like a judgment bell as I climbed from the mouth of a homemade hell. Buried in fire, baptized in pain, I walked through the smoke, through the blood, through the rain. They said I was done, that I'd never return, but scars don't lie and memories burn. I carry the night in the whites of my eyes, and the sound of the dam still echoes in cries. Survived hell, welcome back again, riding on ghosts through a world of sin. You can smell the smoke in the words I say, and I don't kneel, I just walk away. No grave could hold me, no devil could win. I survived hell, welcome back again. Crows on the wire, wind full of moans. I've slept with shadows, I've dined on bones, heard lies and prayers, truth and screams. Lost my faith but found my dreams. I ain't looking for peace, just a place to stand, with a loaded past and a flame in my hand. The road behind is a trail of ash, and the road ahead ain't built to last. Survived hell, welcome back again, branded by fire and baptized in sin. The tremble in the ground when the old roots shake. No chains can bind me, no preacher can spin. I survived hell, welcome back again. Big, some crawl back on a shattered leg, but I stood tall when the fire came down, wore the devil's grin like a crooked crown. Survived hell, welcome back again, with a howl in my throat and fire in my grin. I came through death with nothing to lose, and boots still burning with blackened truth. If you see me riding with a came back from there. Out past the graveyard where the cold winds moan through rattling bones and dust-blown stone, there's a whisper that rides on the midnight breath, a warning carved in the eyes of death. Footsteps echo where no man stands, claws in the dark, not immortal hands. No prayer to speak, no light to trust, just crows in silence, blood and rust. When the undead go hunting, they don't knock twice. They ride black horses with eyes like ice. No mercy shown, no soul to save, just shadows dragging through shallow graves. So run if you hear that distant drumming. That's the sound of hell, and the dead are coming. Lanterns flicker on the edge of night, cold steel rattles with a ghostly bite. A preacher once warned in a whiskey bar, they come from the dark where the devils are. No silver star can hold them down. They walk through churches and burn the town. A scream won't matter, a prayer won't bend. They don't stop chasing till the heartbeat ends. When the undead go hunting, better hold your breath. They ride through silence and speak in death. Their spurs don't jingle, they scream instead, waking the earth and raising the dead. If the moon turns red and your candles dim, the hunt's begun and they're closing in. A fiddle cries from a cabin wall while shadows dance in the banquet hall. Your name's been written on the bone-white page, nowhere to run from the curse and rage. When the undead go hunting, the world stands still. Cold wind bites with a graveyard chill. No dawn breaks through that haunted sky, only ash and echo where the living die. So if you hear a low tune humming, you're already gone. The dead are coming.